Emotional and dramatic testimony from witnesses who watched a man as he smashed his SUV into a car, got out, and started shooting the occupants inside. The shooter was off duty, out of uniform, police officer Ken Johnson. He was going after two teenage burglary suspects. One of them, Jose Cruz, died after Johnson shot him several times. Fox 4's Natalie Solis is at the Dallas County Courthouse with today's developments in Ken Johnson's murder trial. Natalie.
Well, Clarice, prosecutors are in the middle of putting on their case. Jurors spent the bulk of the day hearing from multiple eyewitnesses who described in mostly consistent accounts how this shooting unfolded, giving a play-by-play of the chase and the gunfire, and also describing Johnson's enraged demeanor.
Those couple body shots.
One after the other, 7 state witnesses Wednesday laying out what they heard, saw, and how they felt. March 13, 2016, as they watched from their vehicles or a nearby gas station, as former Farmers Branch officer Ken Johnson chased and gunned down 2 teenage burglary suspects. Johnson charged with murdering 16-year-old Jose Cruz, the driver of a red Dodge Challenger, seen here in witness cell phone video. Johnson says he saw Cruz and his 16-year-old friend Edgar Rodriguez stealing from his SUV and went after them. In mostly consistent accounts, they describe Johnson ramming Cruz's car with his SUV, then jumping out seconds before opening fire.
The door flew open. He hopped out pretty fast and screamed woohoo or woo, like his adrenaline was going. And you know, I'm a football player, so I relate everything to football. If I were to make a big hit and I'm psyched up about it, I would make a similar sound.
Nearby convenience store surveillance cameras captured patron Jasmine Felton walking outside to see the shooting. She starts yelling, pleading with Johnson to stop firing his weapon.
When you told him to stop shooting, what did he say to you?
He said something to the effect of, "Man, I'm tired of this. They stole my stuff." Okay. And then shot again, about another 4 or 5 rounds. And then I was like, "I'm calling the police." And he said, "That's okay, I am the police."
Witnesses testified after the exchange with Felton, he walked around Cruz's Challenger to the passenger side to confront Rodriguez, who was already wounded and stumbling out of the car. Cheryl Battles and her husband were nearby getting gas.
I was crawling out of the car screaming, "Help me, help me." And the shooter walks over to the passenger, walks around the car, "Get down, get down." He's yelling at him, pointing a gun over his head, clicking, but there are no more bullets.
When that gentleman fell out the car and that other gentleman came around with this weapon in his hand and pointed it at this man's head and pulled the trigger, but he was out of bullets. I can't justify that.
Now, defense attorneys tried pointing out inconsistencies in those witness accounts, questioning what they heard and saw from their various vantage points. Defense attorneys say Johnson thought Cruz was trying to pull a weapon, and that is why he acted the way he did.